Hey everybody, get on in here. I'm fixing up my little space. While we get everybody in here, I get my microphone set up. I'm trying, folks. I'm trying. But you know what I always say, trying is lying. So, let me get some music on. There we go. Let's...
Sometimes I watch you play, not a care in the world, and dreams so big they fill the summer sky. How do I give you all you need to make it in this world, to keep you safe but let you learn to fly? I'll give you hope so you can follow dreams that are your own. I'll give you strength for times when you must stand up all alone. I'll teach you truth so when I'm not there, you still know what's right. I'll give you wings, God sends a breeze, and you learn to I wish I could protect you when the world is not kind, to shield you from beneath and from above. Though you'll have your hard times and you will cry your tears, child, you will never doubt that you are loved. I'll give you hope so you can follow dreams that are your own. I'll give you strength for times when you must stand up all alone. I'll teach you truth so when I'm not there, you still know what's right. I'll give you wings, God sends a breeze, and you learn to fly. I'm amazed at your strength, how you grow each day. I can't wait to see how you become, but for now, I'll just watch you play. And I'll give you hope so you can follow dreams that are your own. I'll give you strength for times when you must stand up all alone. I'll teach you truth so when I'm not there, you still know what's right. I'll give you wings, God sends a breeze, and you learn to fly. I'll give you wings, God sends the breeze, and you learn to fly.
Okay, everybody. Is my microphone on? No. Where's my microphone? I lost my microphone. Let me find it. I dropped it on the floor. Here, I got it. Anyway, I got my iPad front and center on a box. It's just the right size box, too. I have my tea. And we got a great testimonial I just sent out. I hope we have lots of people in here. But she has a little tea warmer that she puts a tea light in to keep her teapot hot. Now, I do the same thing, but I use my insulated water bottle. I fill it full of hot water, and oh my, it gives me warm tea until about 9 o'clock tonight. So I get about three cups out of it. So I've got one of my favorite cups. I bought this cup for $10, and it makes me happy. Bone broth is good too, Barbara. Anyway, it's been one of those days. I started making some bread, and it wasn't rising. So I mixed up some yeast and put into it and kneaded it some more. Did you know you can take your frustrations out on bread as you knead it? As I heard Caroline say the other day, you can slap it. And so what I did was I just took my dough and threw it down on my mat and flipped it over a few times and slapped it a couple of times and kept beating it, and it's gotten the right texture. I'm really liking the way it feels, and I'm having fun making bread. Robert said, well, what kind of bread are you making today? I think I'm letting it rise right now. I'm going to let it rise 4 times, once every hour. And then I'm going to make some French bread or some baguettes. But it's got my sourdough taste to it, but it wasn't rising the way I wanted it to. So I cheated, and I put some yeast in it. Oh well. I don't care. I don't care at all. Now, I get so frustrated with the news media, just so frustrated. Leanne and I have always been people who think outside the box. And back when this coronavirus crap started happening, we started thinking about people with sickle cell anemia, and we started thinking about people with cystic fibrosis and how they had to beat their backs to break loose the mucus, because I have heard that the mucus is just like putty in their lungs, and you've got to break it loose. And thinking outside the box, we may not be scientists, but we get to play one on Facebook, or we get to come up with different ideas. So I got to thinking about, well, if you're an alcoholic and you have blood alcohol levels way high all the time. I mean, I've known people who have blood alcohol levels 3.2, and that's quadruple the blood alcohol level of even being able to drive, because 0.08 is it's just, I can't imagine that blood alcohol level. But chemotherapy is a way to purify your blood too. It's to kill the cancer cells that are flowing through your veins, and it goes through all parts of your body. Ben is scheduled to have a surgery that they put the chemotherapy into his abdomen and roll him around for several hours. So there's some weird practices out there. And then I've been seeing these robots, thinking about robots with UV light that go into a room, and they cleanse everything that's on the surface area to kill the germs. Now, long ago, there used to be UV lights in barbershops where they would put their hair brushes and things into these little containers to kill. I don't know if it was that or some chemical they dropped them in. But anyway, killing germs, we can kill germs. We take a purple rag and some alcohol, and we can kill some germs. I'm telling you, we can do this. We can have fun. We may not be scientific about it, but we knew that wearing a mask protected others. It may not have protected us from getting it, like you're a dental hygienist or whatever, but we could protect others with our cough. So I think it's a good thing to think outside the box. I'm not going to sit around and wait for somebody to tell me that wearing a mask is good when I got common sense, got plain old horse sense, and I know that if I go out in public, I'm going to wear a mask so that I can protect you from me, and I want you to wear one to protect me from you. And then I'm going to wear gloves, and I'm going to wash my hands well when I get home, and I'm going to take care of the stuff that needs to be taken care of because I have a brain. I am not some talking head here. I have a brain, and I know how to use it. So, let's drink our tea and be content in knowing that the hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world. Oh, that feels good just to be relaxed just a little bit. Not have to. Wow, this is really good. I don't know why it got really dark there. So let's pray for the people in Georgia who are opening up. And I got to thinking about my hairdresser. I have a hairdresser appointment next Wednesday, the 29th, and I know she's not going to be open because she's going to follow the rules. But there's only 2 hairdressers in there, and maybe 3 sometimes. So 3 people cutting people's hair, and 3 people sitting in the chairs. And they're more than 6 feet apart, the different chairs are. And I think I'm going to be safe. Now, one Halloween, I dressed up in a hazmat suit and went to my hairdresser's. Not because of germs, because the hair getting on me, it itches terribly and I hate it. And she laughed. I still got a picture of it somewhere in my phone of me going to Teresa's with a hazmat suit on. And she might be wearing one when I go to finally get my hair cut. But when they closed down, they were only letting people into the shop right when they had an appointment, when the other people would leave, and then they would disinfect everything, and then they would start in again. So I think we'll be fine. We'll be courteous, we will be cautious, and we will be loving. And love will get us through. Love will get us through. So I'm excited to do something. She's going to die when she sees how long my hair has gotten. But I may just let her trim it up and keep it long. Because once you get bangs this long, it's hard to grow them out to get past. And I'm about to get past that, cut me now stage. So I'm excited. I don't know why my comments keep going off. I don't know why. Can't really read them because they're not very big. Anyway, let's take another drink. Oh, yeah, that's good. That hits the spot. Hits the spot. So just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. And go sit in a sunbeam. I'm getting rainbows on my floor, y'all. Getting rainbows on my little floor. And we're going to get through this. We are going to get through this. Yep. I'm loving it. So let's be calm. And let's just keep doing what we're doing. And we will get those See, the curves were all about not overrunning the hospitals. Not, and here's the deal. If my state of North Carolina had been overrun like New York what it is or was or at its worst, I don't think that New York City would have shut down because our state was overrun. So how New York City goes is not how the rest of the country goes. We have 24% of the counties in our country that have not had any virus at all in them. And my home county, where I grew up in West Tennessee, only got a few people tested positive last week. So Ben came home last week so he could do chemo. And he left just as people were starting to get it there. Well, the curve is going down. It's not just staying flat, it's going down in a lot of areas. And I look at a lot of different areas all the time. I've got several apps I study along with Johns Hopkins and the CDC. So thinking outside the box is not a character flaw, folks. It's not. It's applying common sense to things. So remember that when you hear the news media spouting off stupid things. Just remember that your fly lady thinks outside the box too. And come to find out that if you take vitamin C, that's like putting a disinfectant in your veins because it kills off bad stuff. I love my vitamin C. I really do love it. I don't go through winters without it, ever. Might not go through a summer without it. Rural areas can reopen. And they will sooner than the cities. But I think we're going to have new employees in each company. I think it's going to create a new line of jobs for people. And that job is going to be health OSHA personnel. People whose job it is to disinfect areas like elevators and stairwells and buses and what else? Buses and subways in big cities. I think we're going to have new employees in our companies, new jobs for people, unless everybody's doing it themselves. But sort of an OSHA type person who deals with cleaning things. ATM machines, that's a good one. Anyway, folks, tea time's about over. You can continue to drink your tea. I've about drunk mine. Wow. And some of our air conditioning units have UV light that flows over the air that gets pulled in and pushed out by your unit. And if you need to buy a new one, get one that has that. So you can sanitize the air as it's coming in and out. I think there's a way to sanitize the air that's being people who are having to use ventilators. Because if you can kill the germs coming out of their breath, then that's going to reduce the viral load on their bodies. Makes sense to me. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a nurse. But hey, I get to think outside the box just like everybody else. And we get everybody thinking outside the box. How do you think we came up with pink rags? Necessity is the mother of invention. Pink rags and soaking them in isopropyl alcohol. Turning a purple rag into a mask. Think about it. Tucking it under your glasses and under your shirt. Wow. Necessity is the mother of invention. Use what you have. How's it go? You do what you can with what you have where you are. That's how it is. What you have. Do what you can with what you have where you are. So, folks, some people can't find isopropyl alcohol anymore. Well, if you got a bottle of vodka, try that. Mix a little water with it. Vodka sterilizes. You remember those old westerns? Give me some whiskey. And they pour it over a wound. Anyway, folks, we're going to get through this. We're going to come out the other side. We're going to be smarter. We're going to learn to laugh at ourselves more. And we're going to bring this economy back. Yeah, we are. We've done the right thing. And we continue to do the right thing. And now it's time for us to step up. Keep doing the right thing. And let's get our hair done. And get our fingers done. And do it in a gentle way, in a safe way. I mean, I'm concerned for my son's sister-in-law, Melanie. She's a dental hygienist. At the way they're talking now, dental hygienists are never going to go back to work, and that is so stupid. Because we need to get our teeth cleaned. I have a tooth right now that needs to be fixed. Because I lost a crown. Thank goodness it had had a root canal done on it, or it would have been hurting me. It's not hurting me. Not hurting me. Somebody asked about laundry instructions for the purple rags. I wash dishes with them until I bleed all the purple out of them. That's what I do. And I wash dishes to get them ready to go in the dishwasher. So I like to turn the water purple, but you can put them in your wash machine with hot water and wash them really well and then dry them, or you can use them wet. But once they get, this one's really old. I've had this one probably close to 10 years and it still looks brand new, except I wrote on it right there. I got some red ink on it. But let's take care of ourselves. Let's laugh, let's love each other, and let's use a little common sense. Common sense has been a lost commodity, but when we need to make do, we are the best at it because we're mothers. We are mothers, and we can do this. I love you all. I'll see you on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. Drink up. Wow. I have to go around and turn everything off. I have to walk around. I'll talk to you later. Bye.